Animal commentary, dogs won't pick it up. Well, if the dog doesn't pick it up, it'll pick it up. Warning, this video. The number takes 2.5 years to produce, and the supply time is quite long. Irregularly explaining the funny moments of all kinds of weird animals. I hope you will laugh often. Come on, you deserve to die for laughing. Please don't criticize if you don't like it. If you criticize, you will be destroyed. Since the 2 injections of Xing, the whole rat has become much more nervous. There are 3 most painful things in life. 1. Going to work, and 2. Getting up early to go to work. 3. Go to bed early in order to get up early to go to work. If you don't go to work, you will become poor. The class is tired and poor, and the salary of several thousand yuan is suffering the pain of tens of thousands of yuan. Maybe this is called a lot of hardships. The protagonist who killed a whole day's shift finally filled up his granary. In this granary, you don't have to worry about not having girls' heads delivered to you, right? If nothing unexpected happens. An accident is coming. The dog stepped on the shit and discovered this granary. It means that we have always weighed 10 pounds, but you are not 10 pounds. We have to be charming. The fierce protagonist in this scene almost burst out of anger. Your mother is him. Sneak around to the back of Zhongxiong. He yelled angrily, facing such an arrogant opponent with 7 eyes. Of course I can't take this breath. I must give him some color today. Here I am, so I made a decisive choice between being cowardly and angry. Wait for the coward to get angry. Forget it. People are calm for a while. The more you think about one step, the more angry you become. Since hard steel won't work, then you can only come to Yin. Then the protagonist came directly above Zhongxiong and used Wan Yin. Go to yourself. I'll leave it to Baoyin, the bear who just finished eating. I just feel a sense of food coming to my head. It's almost over. As the saying goes, like father, like son. The greedy kid on the side is right. A big piece hides a delicious wild gentleman. Although these gentlemen are not necessarily. It's delicious, but it must be a gift from nature. Becoming a bear bully has come to a place. Riverside. Enjoying a delicious salmon feast. Although the sashimi is delicious, but is really long. Suddenly, the obsessed naughty kid woke up after being tossed a fish. Who am I? Where am I? I hurriedly got up and ran home. I couldn't wait to think that I almost died. I told my dad the good news, but unexpectedly I met an American division. Hello, the angel, Prince of Hell, is chasing after you to feed him. Today I must die without being scolded. Fortunately, there is no perfect path, and it is a beautiful path to learn. It doesn't matter to me. He concluded that the puma didn't dare to move forward rashly. This is his escape route. It's a dead end. Critical moment. The naughty boy grabbed a piece of wood. Sailed away with my parents. But luck is something that comes when you say it. Just keep walking. I'm really convinced, Lao Lu. Damn it, it's always my turn. It's my turn. It's a bear with nowhere to go. The child decided to use his special move. The evil dragon roared and successfully evaded the senior sister. As expected, everything was still the same. Rely on me. Daddy. Bad morning. Little changing bear, big ba red panda. From a distance they look cute, but when you get closer you will see. Cuter. Friendly reminder, there are too many cute elements in this issue, please parents. Viewing with the accompaniment of a minor. Beyond that small round face. More than a little love. Red panda. The 13th most adorable animal in the world, mainly distributed in northern India, China, and around the Himalayas, hidden in the bamboo forest area. Therefore, it is very good at climbing trees and its sharp claws can hold firmly. Even smooth tree trunks can easily. Except for flowers. The ruler does 2 things. Well, what should I do if I am cute? then cry for her. This is not like your crybaby girlfriend. She is the originator of the beauty industry. The leader in selling Mongolia. Because it looks like a bear and has a body like a cat, it is named Panda. Later, it is black and white. A full-body giant panda was born. He was forced to become a small boy to keep himself alive. From now on it will be called Red Panda. Because the thick tail has 9 rings, it is also called the 9 knots. Wolf, but many friends will confuse it with the small bear. In fact, they have no blood relationship. The casualness created by gentle ladies. A meow is angry. Soft and cute, a bitch, a swindler, and at the same time. Identified by color. The black and white one is the little raccoon. The one printed in color is a red panda. Red pandas love to stick out their tongues. Do you think they are acting coquettishly? In fact, you are tasting the smell of natural enemies in the air. The unique and sensitive olfactory system also makes it the only non-primates that can recognize aspartame if you are encountered at the zoo. Just a piece of apple. It can be easily achieved if Xiongzio. At this point, some people must be asking about the Yangtze trip. My answer is very feasible. Very reliable. They have a strong sense of territory. Once someone of the same kind breaks into their territory, he will immediately raise his hands in a fighting posture to intimidate the other party, but except 2 legs. Over the past few decades, red pandas have been disappearing from our sight. This is the first time humans have captured precious footage of wild red pandas. Warm and comfortable inside the damp snow. The red panda mother is patiently nurturing her newborn cub like this. Warm scenes are rare nowadays. There are currently less than 10,000 red pandas in the world, and they have been classified as Bewei species. This is closely related to environmental damage and illegal hunting in order to save this rare species. Scientists and environmentalists via establishing nature reserves and simulating artificial breeding for red pandas. The increase in population numbers has brought a ray of hope. This is the deadliest disease in Africa, our country. Epidermal GA. In addition to showing off the treasure hat. Smallest cat. Don't look at it small. It weighs a full 500 grams in US dollars, and once you reach adulthood, you can grow to 3 tribes. Black cats are national second-level protected little blind animals. They mainly live in Africa. Southern prairie approval of the black-spotted little leopard. Buying brother is so fascinating, although the black cats look fierce and cute. They are the most ferocious predators in the cat world. The hunting success rate is as high as 60%. Do you know what this means? It means that there is a 40% chance of starving to death. Talent, Madaraman can kill a 2-leg in 1 bite. 2 legs also responded to this. Bro, I was wrong. The sky is vast and vast. My cousin is the best at walking. The black pig cat who comes to the sky. It looks docile and cute, but once night comes, you will find that you are no longer in love. Leaf star animal, it has extremely strong power, waiting to see through you at a glance. The balance in the wallet is not only that, there are black curved lines all over the body. It can blend into the environment well and transform into indifference that is good at disguise. Killer. Just like right now, there's one on the screen. Did you notice it? Discover it. Anyone who has starved to death in Africa knows about the African desert. A zone where food is voluntarily scarce. If you want to eat, you must go there. The secret room is dozens of kilometers away, so the energy consumption will be very large. If it's too big, you'll be very hungry and have no energy. The second triggers a series of chain reactions, referred to as sexual cycle. My luck is not too bad today. This little Jerry is very good with you. Just like my girlfriend, it's easier to catch her if she has short legs. The cat's 3 steps turned into 1.5 steps. Slowly lowering the body, I was able to successfully fail again. It doesn't matter. Successful failure is not a kind of success. That's right. The little sparrows next to the white clothes all laughed at the scene. Facing the huge realization in front of me. The alley bird didn't panic at all. It figured out that the clumsy black clan cat couldn't fly. But I can take off at any time, so I can successfully live forever until the deceased is fine now. Save it and be safe. If you betray. My youngest son and I are both dry bones. This is my most sincere boundary for marriage. In order to realize the continuation of the race, I am willing to turn the ground into a prison and kill it with my own hands. I was imprisoned in this small tree hole for 6 months. The last lump of soil fills the edge of the hole, and my mission is complete. Start during this period. My food supply will depend entirely on the bear hornbill outside the cave. I'm willing to bet with my life that it won't break its promise for 6 months. I am a female official hornbill. The love bird you humans call. From the moment I stepped into the tree hole, my life no longer belonged to me. I endured the severe pain and tore off my soft feather coat one by one. Patiently lay it at the bottom of the tree hole. Provide a comfortable living environment for the cubs. I know that from the moment I plucked the feathers. My wings will no longer exist for flying, only to protect the place in the tree hole. New life is about to be born. On the first morning after the cave collapse, I curled up in a pile of feathers and kept trembling until a familiar chirping sound came from outside the cave. My hanging heart finally settled. When the dewy berries slid down my throat, I was convinced that I had won the bet. In the next 6 months, he will tirelessly travel back and forth frequently between the jungle and the tree hole. Some research shows that the number of fruits he sent during this period may exceed 20,000. Although catching a lot of food is not a thing, in her heart I will always had first priority. Then she started hunting insects. Every time. The food that was handed in all bore traces of battle. I know she's fighting for me. With her constant rejection of her mood, I finally succeeded in giving birth to love. As a result, these 2 little guys have become the most precious treasures in our lives. From now on I will guard the cubs every step of the way while my husband become busier, not only looking for more food, but also time. Be alert to dangers around you. Speaking of our love, it is full of rituals when choosing a partner. That day, he led me to the entrance of a deep bat cave. I struggled to catch a bat and tenderly handed it to my side, trying very hard to prove that he has the ability to provide for me. Looking into his deep eyes, I accepted him happily. It turned out that true love is never about asking, but about trying to prove that you are worthy of being loved. Entrust it, just like this, our love started with a bat. There are no roses and love words, but the most touching contract in nature is written with life. Humans say we symbolize love, but this 6-month period, sharing life and death is nothing but loyalty engraved in genes. Using one's body as a prisoner and one's life as a nest, in this rainforest where the weak and the strong prey on each other. I trust you unreservedly. If you stop supporting us, we will be in dire straits. The purpose of stopping the donation here is not to worry that Xiong Xinyao will change his mind, but to tell he must be careful and arrive home safely every day. My child and I are waiting for you at home. It's extremely ugly, that is, it's extremely ugly and will not die. The giant mole in East Africa has a very long digestive system and has become the most popular local animal. Popular appetizer. It is no exaggeration to say. Whether the local evil forces develop well or not depends on whether Yenshu is fat or not. For the sustainable development of the race and the maintenance of biological diversity, Yenshu chose to hide underground. Use an idiom to describe it. That's why I want go to hell. Whoever loves it enters it. Although this kind of personality that is greedy for life and afraid of death can survive in troubled times, in the long run, the narrow life at home makes them unable to see their future. No. Because there is no hope, but because I am blind. Shout when you see injustice. After yelling, go back quickly. I have offended the abbot and still want to run away. The Lord can bear it, but the wolf cannot bear it. The Ethiopian wolf immediately decided to pay a home visit to the dragon rat child. He hasn't gained access yet. Angry Ethiopian wolf. Take your anger out on Longsha's house. And said that I will definitely eat the dragon and rat today. Even if Jesus comes, he can't keep him. He sounds very loud. My breath smelled even louder. I watched my former life-saving rat being smoked to death. Yenshu bravely stood up. Went back again. Out again. There's no going back now. Bad morning. Because Yanpitu never attended interest classes when she was a child, she has no interest when she grows up. Work so they don't have to worry about being late. Retrograde Kpai, but not going to work means that you can only eat organic food every day. Vegetables, live in a big villa with sea view, enjoy the natural sunshine and rain. Not only can you only take a private plane. This should be because it's too titted to meet him. How boring this kind of life is as an aspiring young man. You must dare to say no to this kind of life. It's not right. The cheek rabbit is a social animal, usually with an adult male leader. More Multiple females form a group and they wander around the cliffs every day. Between looking for fresh greenery, special grouping points can be like Western Pan. Maintain grip on steep rocks, so they can come and go up and down freely on the vertical cliff. Because of being a vegetarian for a long time, bunker rabbits successfully ate and became fat. To maintain a healthy figure, they have to clean their memory every day, unlike their neighbors who defecate on the ground. Bunker rabbits have shared the same public toilet for generations and never forget it after using it. Wipe your butt on the spot. Then disinfect with ultraviolet light. What they pay attention to is hygiene. In addition to hygiene, they also a very specialized species, yes, with a harem and a family of 3,000. They only took out 3,000. 2.5 minutes later. The alpha male feels like his body is being hollowed out. There's also some good news that's not too bad. There are 6 cubs in each of the 3,000 families. Soon the cliff was overrun with rabbits. At this time, the pressure of raising the baby falls on the mother rabbit. The moment my body hung upside down on the top of the tidal snow, my life was gone. Belonging to yourself is a genetic choice. It's also a shackle that I can't break free from, even if my stomach is about to explode. I still have to tell myself, I'm Honey Monster Bee, a living granary suspended in the dark underground. We don't have bees. The bee nest has only the bee sacs transformed from digestion to. The transparent and full abdominal cavity is the hope for the survival of the race. It's also the shackles that bind me throughout my life. Human beings always say that we are a symbol of hard work, but they don't know that we are just genetically bound slaves, sacrificing freedom for the survival of the entire race. However, genetic selection may have already determined. When I was still a larva, the elders of Group B had already decided where our destiny is heading. They're going to elect a bigger right-winger. Once selected as a living granary, the cultivation object will be imprisoned in this dark underground cage for life, reduced to the secret slave bound by genes when the first ray of sunshine shines in the morning. My companions will start going out to collect honey. They will collect the honey and use it mouth to make a continuous flow. The ground was poured into my abdominal cavity until my body size expanded to 20 times its original size. The pain of that cavity stretching is the only feeling I can feel. Even if it hurts, I must open it for the continuation of the race. The tone welcomes every drop of nectar from the companion. I don't know how long it has been. My body has turned into a round shape. This is not a grape. Not candy, but liquid gold for the population to prepare for the drought. Enough food supply to support the entire Group B until the next flowering season. The dry season will soon arrive as expected. My brothers and sisters climbed on my body and touched me with their teeth. Thin breasts wrapped around the belly. This is not distress, but a signal to eat. The hard teeth pierced my body like a human baby drinking breast milk. So skillful, when the last drop of honeydew is sucked up. My body shrinks like aging skin until it dries completely. Become animal specimens for storing honey for the next generation. However, compared to genes, shackles, human desires, make us miserable, in the eyes of some. We are just their smooth words. They mercilessly tore mine off. He stuffed me into his mouth with joy, the sweet feeling after hugging him. I got it by hanging upside down for hundreds of days and nights. It's very painful and really doesn't taste good. Maybe my existence is just to prove that even if I am suspended in the depths of darkness, it can still illuminate a ray of hope for the future of the race. My life will also return to dust. This is the cruelest love letter written by the desert to evolution. Post-depressive seal. Conspiracy. It's playmate Jean He in Lao, Myanmar, Cambodia. Let's take a look at Cambodia's cousin. Don't. Just because of the sudden fall of a towering tree, what was once shrouded underground. Plants finally restored the light. The wind and snow have weighed on me for 2 or 3 years. I dare to be angry but dare not speak out. The so-called plants at the bottom of nature can get nourished by the sun. What a luxury. The main saying is that everything comes into being once a tree falls and a white grass falls. In order to be able to compete with the sun is shoulder to shoulder, and the plants at the bottom are all climbing up. I am. Step by step, step by step. Juebe bamboo has the fastest growth rate. With its huge leaves, it blocks the sun and some growth. Slower plants will wither in situ without the nourishment of sunlight. But the world is like a horse, and you and I are both black emperors. No, 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 pain, 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 pain. There is no one to help me reach King Genzi, and I can't even go up on my own. This kind of plant that likes to entangle other people is called Xifanlian. Their root system, particularly developed. The powerful tentacles can firmly entangle any plant within a few days. This bare area was completely covered by Xifanlian. At this time, a giant plant bud just emerged from the soil, thought it was a bamboo shoot. After all, it is a flower. Come and open one for the babies in front of the screen. This is the largest hair on Earth so far, also known as trolls. It is 3 meters high. Half a meter and a half. Your 1.8-meter tall husband can't even touch his knees when he jumps up. And the smell it emits can go straight to your Tianling cap. Because it is also the stinkiest hair in the world. It's a big comfort. Don't drive next time. This is a cute little thing unique to the Japanese waters of our country, Yiyang. When I look closer, it looks like a succulent animal from a cartoon. Take a closer look. Breastfeeding. People may not know much about this animal. But after my professional popularization, you will become more unfamiliar with it. Yiyang is a kind of sea fish. Just like your friends. Only 5 millimeters. Smaller than a centimeter, it is one of the few animals that can perform photosynthesis. Young leaves become transparent. After eating a lot of seaweed, it will gradually turn green and some will turn red. Because eating them can remove the chloroplasts of algae. The supplement is stored in the body. With chloroplasts, it can be obtained by sunlight. Nutrition, live a life of peace, just like those before you. After being green, you can lie down. When the green color on your body becomes lighter, it means that your battery is low and needs to be replenished. After the chlorophyll is fully charged, you can continue to play music and dance. Yiyang is a hermaphroditic creature. But they usually need to mate and reproduce with other individuals to find a partner. It doesn't matter the other person's gender, as long as it's alive, it's good for the water quality. The requirements are extremely high, and it is a barometer of marine ecology. Its existence proves the dazzling miracle of life. The boundaries between animals and plants can be so blurry. She lives delicately but also fragilely. If one day her figure disappears from the coral reef, that means she went to disco again. I ate my daughter's newborn child with my own mouth and took my own eggs. Shovel into it. This seems very ridiculous, but in fact it is on the road to the king of my city. The coronation ceremony, the price for being a queen is to kill your loved ones. Are you willing? I am Orchid Wind, an evil queen who imprisons her daughter for life. Their life will give birth to many offspring. When they grow up, they will fly away, only she. My eldest daughter will be forever imprisoned in this shackles called family love. Not the fruit of love, but my eternal slave, one destined for me. Flow into the prisoner written in Chinese. I can determine her gender and can also write her fate. From the moment she came to life, she was destined to be played with by me for the rest of her life. I was once my mother's slave before. But now I have broken free from her shackles. But I still can't escape my mother's presence, and my life has become the most disgusting thing for me. Slave the eldest daughter to devour her relatives. It is a required course for my growth. My heart aches, but I have no choice. I am human. All I see is my bright appearance. But you can't see the desire in my heart filled with power and darkness. I lay down the flesh and blood of my descendants just to bet on an empire that will never end. And this egg in my belly is my bargaining chip. In order for the eggs to be born safely, I must choose a perfect nest room. This hollow tree trunk is very good. I will use branches and wind glue too. This is where I weave my nursery. This is where I will build my empire. But before laying eggs, I need to stock up on food to feed the young bees. I use nectar, mixed with pollen into a high-energy honey paste. Every drop is full of my calculations. When everything is ready, I will. The eggs are shoveled into the carefully constructed warm tide. The momentary anxiety of the beehive gnaws at me. This is not worry, but full strength. Can't wait to continue. 2 months of watching allowed the body carrying hope to usher in the dawn of breaking out of its shell. My eldest daughter, she was born very mature. What a perfect birth. Machine, and the only freedom I can give her is to mate soon. Returning with hope, just like me before. There is no tide to collect honey eggs. Under my cold gaze, she gave birth to her first egg. I waited quietly for the moment when she went out to collect honey. I know the time of judgment has come, and I use my sharp jaws to tear open that. The warmth that has not yet solidified divides the hope of my daughter. And calmly lay their own eggs. Completion of sealing the beam and replacing the pillar. I thought it was a long journey home until that day, birds. The intestines will pierce my armor, the pain will hit me, and I will reveal my last bit. Sneer, death is not failure, but my final layout, my era. It will end, but my blood continues and my daughter will repeat. My choice will be the same for my daughter. The continuation of life is often both magnificent and cruel. The price of growth is to only wear the invisible crown. The throne of the jungle is never a gift of flowers and honey, but a gift of made of sea bones of betrayal and suffocation. The queen is dead, the queen lives on, my story is over. But the cycle of power, it has just begun, from the moment the needle pierces the heart. My life no longer belongs to me. This is a life and death challenge. It is also a mission that I cannot resist. Please remember the sacrifices we have made for humanity. I am the Queen of China, but I am an unknown person who is older than the dinosaurs. We have survived 5 mass extinctions, but we never expected that we would collapse now. Human operating table. Become blood slaves. Human beings say that we are the blue-blooded guardians of the ocean, but I don't know that behind this heavy crown, there is a violent and cruel evil hidden. Huge industrial chain. Our story begins with the Australian pottery 450 million years ago, when the wind of reproduction passes over the icy ocean. Our nightmare had already begun. That day my mother took me home for the first time. Shanghai Beach, I thought it was the other side of happiness. Unexpectedly, it was an endless abyss. You discovered my blue blood. It has a strong antibacterial effect, so it extends its claws to us. The bright copper package was pushed into the laboratory, and you folded my body in half, secretly fixed on the experimental board. He stabbed my heart with a needle, and there were drops of blue in the big room. The blood flowed down the hose into the glass bottle, and I instantly realized our race is about to face an unprecedented catastrophe. When the last drop of blood is drained, our lives have come to an end. Although you don't know me, I saved your life. If you have been vaccinated, please give me a like. During the epidemic, my blood was sold for 100,000 yuan per liter, and humans began to fish more aggressively. In less than a year, 500,000 of my compatriots were kidnapped, and even more so for appetite. Cut us open and serve us on the table, and our numbers will be reduced drastically. The species is on the verge of extinction and has become a national second-level protected animal. You started to panic, so you decided to draw only me once. 30% of our blood volume will put us back into the ocean. Do you think this is the end? Compatriots who do not know the rules have died during the blood drawing and transportation process. Even if they survive, they will basically lose their immunity and be unable to reproduce. Our blue blood protects human health. I can't see a bright future for myself. The blue blood flowing in the body. It's the destiny engraved in my genes, massaging the mysterious blue. It is also the secret of life. It is also the most precious wealth that evolution has left to mankind. Please remember that we human sacrifices. Goodbye. Human friends, see you later.